How would you manage if let's say Kingdom Come 3, Henry's not a playable character and you meet him? How would you
I
feel about that?
Well, from an acting perspective, it wouldn't it would be very similar actually. You kind of
Yeah.
go you feeling that. Listen. I'm open to all ideas. I kind of we do have a very good sense of what's happening next. Obviously, I can't talk about any of that, but I think those decisions are like not in our hands. And I am open to all ideas. I think this is I love this character. I love this kind of the world of this game, and I think all of those ideas have really
No,
whether
it's not going to happen, but I'm just throwing it out there for you just to,
you never know. You
yeah.
never know. I mean, it's. But I just. I'm happy to play this character for as long or as little as anybody wants me to, and I think actually most of that lands. Of course, it's ultimately decided by Warhorse, but really, like the fans kind of dictate a lot of this narrative in terms of what they're into and what they think and all that stuff, and I think that's a really appropriate thing. But yeah, I'm happy to play this character as long as anybody's bothered to listen to me doing it.
Here's one you probably haven't been asked. If you were to read the script, let's say for Kingdom Come 3, and again, I'm not asking you to, none of that. I'm just,
Well done.
no. And I
No,
really aren't. And then you read in the script, there's a death, you're dying. He's got a death scene, right? This is it. How would you feel reading that and coming to terms, this is it? How do you think you
Yeah,
feel?
I think I'd feel I'd feel really sad, obviously. There's famous footage, isn't there, of like big TV shows where that happens. They
Yes.
read through, and often people haven't seen the scripts before they arrive, and exactly what you're describing happens. And I would obviously I'd feel really sad, but I'd also I'd know it would be happening for the right reason. But of course I would feel sad. It's I've spent longer playing this character than any other character I've ever played. Um, and I would, but I'm pretty sure Warhorse would give me the heads up. I don't think they just like send the
No,
script.
no,
And
yeah, of course. Yeah.
um, yeah, I'd feel really sad.
They're not going to just
But the
throw
other
you.
thing,
Yeah.
though, as we know, and again, no spoilers, just because you're dead in the world of KCD doesn't mean you can't appear.
Hey, true, true. You'll
So,
probably be back
I guess
anyway. Yeah.
I'd feel sad, but I'd be like, I'm just going to float out of the clouds and start talking to people.
It's kind of like Star Wars. What is it? What do you call them? The Jedi ghosts? What the name?
Yeah, I don't know the name, but
Yeah, you
my
know what I
point,
mean.
which tells you a lot about me, is the Lion King.
If Warhorse said, "Look, we'd like to bring you on to help write with for Henry," do you think you'd have the tools to do that now?
I would with their guidance because I think as an actor, what I find when I'm writing TV is my skill set leans much more into character and dialogue than it does kind of story structure. So and luckily in TV, there are people like script editors and script development people whose job it is to help you curate the structure. But they always say what they can't do is make those characters speak or build the character in the first place. So for me, that's the right way around. And I think the same would be true to some extent of if ever that were to happen in the gaming context, because they are the masters of like building the world and kind of building the kind of skeletons of the story. So while I might, I've got loads of ideas where this could go. Not that it's way beyond my remit to kind of make those happen, but so I would definitely have loads of ideas in terms of where Henry might go and where the people might go within that world. Um, but I think in terms of making him speak, I can definitely do that better than any character I've ever um, played or written. But again, that's not. They've got plenty of very talented in-house writers. They don't need me to tell them how to do it. I can assure you of that.
Hey, I'm just throwing it out there.
No, I
Um,
know, and yeah, it's certainly an idea I'll be up for.
thank you.